Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going back old school. I was trying to do your reading. Well, I actually did it yesterday. That's why I didn't put it up yesterday, because I did it, and when I went to play it back to make sure it was okay, it was messed up. Something's going on with the internet here. I told y'all that. That's why the lives be fucking up and shit like that. So I am going back old school, the way I used to do the videos. I like the other with the software because it had the information on there, so you knew it was, Leigh's Intuitive Tarot and all that stuff, and it had my stuff all over the screen. But I want to do your reading, and I don't want to have to do it 16 times. So we're gonna go back old school, because this is the shit that's proven. It doesn't matter if there's internet or not. I can read you, and it ain't no problem. I do it one time, it's done. Okay. All right, here we go, Scorpio. I pulled the oracle cards that I pulled from the first reading, so I'm going to start with those. But the meat of the reading is probably going to be different, because I wasn't about to sit through, because the video was really messed up, and I couldn't sit through it and pull out all those cards, because it took me forever to do that. Okay, so the beginning of it will have to do with the cards that came out in the original reading, the oracle cards. But when we get to the actual reading, it's going to be different. It's going to be whatever spirit chooses to give you. Okay. All right, here we go. Like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like the video, hype the video. If you want to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead. I got these allergies, so that's why my eyes look like that, because I got to get it together. Okay, here we go. So the first oracle card that fell out, Scorpio, it says it's safe for you to love. So it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So with this card, Spirit is telling you you're going to have to open yourself up, Scorpio. We talk about this all the time, okay? I know you've been through so much shit. I know that people have done so many things to you. And what you just want to do is you want to shut down. But Spirit is telling you, with this new person, that's the last thing you want to do, because this person has been through it just like you have. I feel like you're going to understand. I feel like the way this person is going to make you feel is going to make you want to open up to them. So there is that. But you have to meet them halfway, meaning you have to do what you need to do within yourself to come into the connection with them with an openness, right? With wanting to open yourself up. All right. Because I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. There may be situations that occur that may trigger you, and you may trigger this person, and both of you are going to have to scramble to try to deal with it. But the more you can do on yourself, the more work you can do on yourself before you get into this connection with this person, the better and the easier, not easy, because no relationship is easy, the easier it's going to be for you and this person to come together and be able to overcome whatever obstacles try to step in the way. Okay. All right. Then we got the trust card fell out as well. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is our big fucking hurdle, right? So this doesn't surprise me that this card fell out. Okay. Because Spirit is telling you that you're going to have to trust this person, right? I hear lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. That's what I hear. So it's about to make me cry. So this is going to be somebody who is going to be your everything. I feel like going to be your all, going to have your back in ways that you never thought anybody could ever have your back, the way you always had other people's back, right? So Spirit is telling you, this is the one person you want to open yourself up to and love. If you don't do it for anybody else, this is the one you want to do it with. Okay. All right. So we also had 3 other cards that fell. We had light bulb, we have fireplace, and we have broom. So Spirit is telling you with the broom card here, it says renewal, clarity, and space. It says sweep away what no longer serves you. Make room for new blessings to enter. So you got to get rid of all this old shit you've been hanging on to, because the old shit you've been hanging on to is what's affecting your ability to trust, right? It is what's affecting you and keeping you from opening yourself up or wanting to open yourself up, right? And I told you that's what the ops want, right? They want you to shut down and be in that quagmire, the fucking, that card I always show y'all, the Eight of Swords, where the person is blindfolded and their hands are, arms are tied behind their back instead of in front of them. And then in that particular deck, they're standing in like quicksand, right? So it's like they can't even move, because with the original Eight of Swords, you can get up and move whenever you want to, right? You can get up and go whenever you please. But with the one in this deck that I'm talking about, ain't no moving. So that's what that person wants to do to you, the old person, is keep you stuck indefinitely. So like I told you, they can move in and out of your life and do whatever the fuck they want to do when they want to do it. And so who in the hell want to put up with some shit like that? Like I said, I'd be by myself for the rest of my life before I allow somebody to come in and out of my life and do me like that. And you need to be the same way, because this person's a motherfucking hater. That's what Spirit is telling you, right? They a hater because they tried to pull the wool over your eyes. And yeah, they may have for a little while, but I feel like you woke the fuck up and you realized that this was not your Nine of Cups. It wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't what you deserved. I feel like God had a hand in waking you the fuck up. And so now you got to realize what it is and realize that, I hear, here comes the sun. That's what I hear. That your true happiness is on the way. This person is going to be your soulmate. They're going to be your friend, right? And Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition. They made me pick up this deck for a reason, because look at all these cards coming out of here. This is going to be your divine partner. Okay, somebody who is going to have your back. No more abuse. They're going to have you, willingly being your divine counterpart energy. You and this person are going to build a lot of beautiful things together. I told you, different background, different race, different religion. Because look, we got this, right? And then at the bottom of the deck, it says religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so. And then look at what's behind this card. These fell off the deck. So Spirit is wanting to tell you this as well. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you got somebody coming into your life that's going to be a beautiful blessing. You and this person together are going to create a lot of beautiful things with each other. And you're going to get a second chance at love. You starting all over again. So you got to do what you need to do. Walk away from who you need to walk away from. Do the things you need to do. I guess it just ain't meant for me to find this fucking card, because I ain't found it yet. You need to do what you need to do and open yourself up to this new connection with this person, because you and this person coming together is going to be a very lucrative experience. Okay, it's not going to just be love. It's going to be money. The whole 9 yards. A lot of beautiful things happening between you and this person. Okay, a lot of passion. Because there's the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't see the card I'm looking for. I'll have to find it. We'll have to talk about it another time. Anyway, it must be one of the other decks, because there's like 3 decks like that. And I'm not going to search through all those cards. But anyway, what Spirit is telling you, you need to sweep away the old things, right? So you can move towards what it is you truly want, right? Because like I said, even though we got trust issues, let's be honest, from one Scorpio to another, we know we have trust issues. You can work through this. It doesn't have to be what it is. It doesn't have to continue to be the status quo. You have to decide you don't want to do this. You have to decide that you want to provide a different framework or a different foundation for this new person when they come in. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay, that once you realize, I feel like you realize that it's safe for you to love. I feel like once the two things get activated together, the trust is going to make you realize that it's safe for you to love. And then when you realize it's safe for you to love, then you're going to be more inclined to trust. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. And by you getting rid of all this old shit, that's what's going to open the door for both of these things to occur. Okay. We also have light bulb here. It says creativity, shine, temptation. When drawn to something bright, check if it truly benefits you. So with Spirit is telling you, don't rush in, right? Don't be rushing into nothing with anybody, even with this person. Take the time, because this is a transformation you're going through. See the butterflies here? This is different. I told you, you're stepping into a different timeline, so you have to move differently. So old Scorpio might have rushed in, but you don't need to be doing that now. Like I said, you have to understand when you embody and understand that you're valuable, you're going to also understand that the right person is going to wait for you. You're not going to have to rush, right? And even if somebody comes into your energy trying to rush you, I hear slow down, I just want to get to know you. You're going to be like, no, we're not going fast, right? What is the point in going fast? If we supposed to be together and we supposed to end up together forever, then what the forever, ever? If we supposed to end up like that, then what we rushing for, right? Like I told you, you are supposed to savor these moments, and your person is supposed to be able to do that as well, okay? We also have fireplace showing up here. It says renewal, insight, warmth. So you got two cards that talk about renewal here, right? So the fireplace card is saying to embrace a new start, let old doubts rest in the quiet glow. So Spirit is telling you, burn away all the fucking shit that make you doubt, that make you want to not trust, right? Situations or people. And that's why I told you the way you can mitigate the damage, like I talk about this with Cancer all the time. That's the point in you being in a relationship. This is about you mitigating the damage. And what I mean by that is you can never stop yourself from being hurt. You can never keep yourself from being hurt, right? Because even if you pull back and decide to not be in a connection with somebody and you got feelings for them, you still hurting yourself, right? By making that decision. And you possibly hurting the other person as well. But what I'm saying is you can cut down on, like if you were to get hurt, you can cut down on how much of it would be, or, you know what I'm saying, by not acting prematurely, right? By not going all in as soon as you meet the person, even if you know that it's them, right? So say I know who my person is, right? It would be crazy still for me to just jump all in there because they still got to prove themselves. It don't matter if I know who it is. Okay. I got to make sure that they in the right energy. I got to make sure that they understand what this is and how they need to move and what I need to do in the connection. There's so many different moving parts to this situation. So we're trying to cut down on, even if you get yourself into a situation, say for some odd reason you get into it, it is the right person and something go wrong and you have a false start with this person, right? By mitigating the damage, yes, you may get hurt, but it's not going to be on the level it would the way it used to be in the past, right? When we used to just go all in and jump all in and put on the rose-colored glasses and fucking start speeding down the pipe, right? We're not doing that no more. So that's why I tell you, you keep the rose-colored glasses off and you sit and you watch. You interview this person. You see how they move. Because I keep telling y'all need a good fucking 3 to 6 months to really vet this person and see who they are. Okay? Because you need to know that this person is going to be consistent. That, you know, the things that they're telling you are going to match up with their actions. Okay? If they telling you they love you and they got feelings for you, not at the beginning, but further on into the connection, that what you got to see what love means to them, because everybody's definition of love is different. Think about that. It means different things to different people. You know, these are things that you got to start to think about that you probably never have thought about before, because even I never used to think about that, right? So I'm saying all of this to say, slowing down, right? Valuing yourself and realizing that it's not just them that's worth the wait, it's you that's worth the wait as well, is what's going to help you in this situation and help to protect your heart as much as possible. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see. Okay, so the name of this reading is called Beyond the Surface. It was supposed to be a little ticker at the bottom, and it's supposed to have your sign, and it was supposed to say Beyond the surface. And like I said, I want to do that so bad because I love the way it comes out and the way that it looks, but I cannot run the risk of having to doing this reading again. Because I told you it was like almost 30 minutes and then it being fucked up and then I got to do it again. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go on like this. I just want to be able to give you the reading to be right. I don't want you to be looking at me and you hear what I'm saying, but the mouth ain't moving at the same speed. You know what I'm saying? All that weird shit. We're not doing that because you know I'm not known for no stuff like that. I didn't start having them issues until I came over here until I started doing it here in this place. So that's why I said I gotta we got to go back to old school until I can get into till we can get into a better situation, a better setup. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the cards and then we're going to talk about them and I'm going to clarify. Okay, first card, please, Spirit. Okay. 2, 3, and then 4. A lot of the same cards that came out of fell for the first reading are falling in this one too. Just so those of y'all, because I hate that when that happens and people be like, I did it before and then it did, so I had to do it again. I hate that too, because I be like, what happened? What happened in the first reading? I just chalk it up to this. Y'all weren't supposed to hear that. You must have not been supposed to hear that, because if you were, and I feel like this reading is already better than the last one, because there's some things I talked about in this reading that I didn't talk about. You know, it was like shorter. My introduction was way shorter than this one is. So maybe that was why this happened. Okay. All right. So overall energy is the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. Guys, make it fit. Call it the Emperor. Right. So this is about being in your divine counterpart energy, or your person. You know, you could invoke this in this person, because your person is a divine counterpart, just like you are. And I feel like, you know, when the two of you come together, you're going to activate each other. Okay. I feel like at times you already are in your divine counterpart energy, but I feel like when you come together with this person, y'all are going to enhance it. You know, like I tell you, you pick up things from people pick up things from you when you get into a connection. And this person, the things that you're going to pick up from each other are going to primarily be very positive. Okay. We got the Two of Wands here. This is talking about you having to make the choice between the old and the new love, right? And I feel like this is the new love off here, right? And and the fact that it's passing by the moon here. I feel like when I see that, when I see this card, I look at that and I feel like that spirit saying, you think that is way the hell off, but it's something you don't see. You don't see it. You just don't see it coming, and it's almost here. Okay. Then we got the Three of Cups showing up here. Like I told you, this person is going to want to be your friend. Okay. First and foremost. All right. And like I told you, those of you guys, you ladies that are attracted to men, you want to be in a relationship with men, and even the men that are attracted to men. In these types of situations, when a guy want to be your damn friend, that's when you know they really care for you, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and say the stereotype and say this is about everybody, because everybody don't move the same way. But a lot of times when people come in the beginning, when guys come in the beginning, it's of a sexual nature. And I'm not saying this person don't have feelings for you like that, because they do. But I hear slow down, because they don't want it to just be that. They want it to be something way bigger, way larger than what it is. And I told you, your person is already in love with you anyway. But still, I don't think they want to come in like this, blazing, with all guns blazing and wanting to jump your bones like that. Okay? All right. So with the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this could be talking about the old person, because it's player energy coming in as a player. But I also feel like it is talking about you and your person getting ready to take this risk to be in this connection with each other, right? That's why Spirit is saying to trust, and that it is safe for you to love. Okay. All right. Then we got Temperance. I was talking about this in the other reading too, because I was talking about, this connection being healing. Okay. And the fact that you and your person are going to be taking the lemons, any lemons that life hands you, and together you're going to be making lemonade out of them. Because you see this girl, she's going back and forth, because with the Temperance card, that's what somebody is doing, right? They got water in one thing and they're going back and forth like that, right? So this girl's got lemonade in one picture and the cup in the other. And so that's what she's doing, going back and forth with that. So that's what I feel like Spirit is saying with the Temperance card, that the connection is going to be very healing, sexually, spiritually, mentally, physically, on all levels. Okay. And then Judgment. This is talking about, you and this person having a second chance at love together to get it right. Okay. That's what I hear. All right. Let's clarify. I hear, I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I just give in, because Spirit just love to make me fucking sing. So we just gonna fucking sing. Okay. All right. Hold on. Because they want to do it right. Your person want to do it right. They said to do it, 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 to do it right, child. So I'm just going to give you the damn concert. They want me to sing, let's sing. Okay, hold on. That is George Harrison, for those of you that don't know. Okay, so you got this old, look, here I go. You got this old motherfucker, okay, that you have blocked your passion for, okay? And with the consequences card, this person is reaping what they've sown, okay? Some of them are actually locked up. Others of them, they on the way to being locked up, okay? That's why we keep getting, I don't know whose reading that was. There was somebody's reading that I did yesterday in the live, and three legal issues cards came up, and I had three. I've never had three. It was three different decks, and all three of those decks I pulled a legal issue card out of. So whatever the hell this person or your ex people tried to send towards you, they reaping what they sown now. They about to get it, or they currently getting it. Okay, that's why I tell y'all as Scorpios, because we be liking that fucking revenge, but I be like, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone, because I told you, Spirit done showed me some shit in this world about how they can fucking do shit to people, and I be like, God damn. I never would have thought of that. And it be some what is the word? It be some crafty shit, some shit you be like, oh, I didn't think you could do that, right? So this motherfucker is living a fantasy, this Dusty and Crusty, right? And it says, are you falling for them or the story you've written in your mind about how this could be? So they writing all these fucking essays in their head about what's going to happen when the two of y'all get back together. When they, what they refusing to see is that you have an aligned future with somebody else. This out the bottom of the other deck. Of course, yeah, it's coming in divine timing, right? Our favorite card. But Spirit is telling you it's still coming, okay? And like I told you, it don't matter how many secrets or lies this fucking person tells. It don't matter how they try to digmatize you with this physical passion and shit. Your feelings for this person have faded, and your soulmate is coming, is what Spirit is saying, okay? Like I said, different races, different backgrounds, different religions. But like I said, it's still going to be a honeymoon. That's what they telling you, okay? And you and this person are still going to live happily ever after if you open up and let this person in. Y'all are going to be traveling together. Look at this. This is the bottom of the deck. This is the bottom of the clarification deck. Love is love, okay? But look, you got to get out of this energy, Scorpio, where you afraid to love, okay? So you got to think about that. This person is going to provide you with a lot of emotional safety. I feel like they're going to provide an environment for you to open yourself up. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Okay. So like I say, you basically looking good. All right. You are the flame, and all the moths are trying to burn themselves up, trying to get to you. Right. Especially this one living in a fucking fantasy. Right. Because they a material girl or a material guy, make it fit. Right. They think that, they're going to be able to live, a very materialistic life off of your back, off of your blood, sweat, and tears. But they got something else coming, right? They got another thing coming. Okay, so let's move forward. Look, I'm 20 minutes into this reading, and I hadn't even gotten to the meat of the reading yet. We just going around the edges of it. We haven't even jumped in until now. Okay, so first glance, it says this card shows their first impression of you, the feeling they get right when they see you. So we got the Nine of Wands reversed. So this person is seeing you as somebody who is either has already healed or you are healing with the Nine of Wands. Okay. And I think this is Nine of Wands reversed. And I think this is a beautiful thing, because for a lot of you, this person has witnessed your journey from when you were like this, right? Until you finally eventually got like this. Okay. Let's clarify. I hear it again. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. That's what I hear. Okay, so you got this old motherfucker, Okay, fakety fake with their curated image, trying to act like, because this is how they present themselves to everybody, this old dusty and crusty, like they got it going on, like everything is good, right? And why here it takes two to make a thing go right, it takes two to make it out of sight. See, these motherfuckers faking it. Faking it. That's what Spirit says. I can't make it up. These are cards falling out of the deck. It says you built a picture perfect love for the outside world, but behind closed doors, you're unraveling. So this person is unraveling, right? And you're about to step into this new connection with this other person. So you ain't even thinking about this old person. New adventures. So it says, whether it's road trips or soul quests, you're in it together. This love is a passport to the kind of life you used to only dream about. So this person, I hear like jumping up off the page. So the things that you used to maybe vision board about or journal, okay, or whatnot, they're about to jump up into the 3D. They're about to appear in the 3D is what Spirit is saying, okay? All right. The second card talks about what connects you. It says, this is what makes them feel they can relate to you. It's something about you that feels familiar or just clicks with them. Okay, so we got the Fool showing up here. The fact that the both of you want to take a leap of faith, that's what this is telling me. It's also talking about just that, it's been a long, hard road, and the both of you are finally coming together and getting the chance to truly be in a relationship with somebody who feels the same way you do. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Like I said, aligned future, right? You're lining up together. This motherfucker just will not go away. I'm trying to see. I tell you, I try to focus on, but this y'all energy. But see, it don't matter. I don't know. I feel like this person they just determined to be in your energy. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Let me put this to the side. Okay. You got these. Okay. Lingering ex. Okay. You got this person trying to hold you back. They still want to live a double life. You and this person were never a match for each other. I don't care what kind of mask they were wearing or what the fuck they was trying to tell you or make you believe. It was a mismatched energy, a mismatched connection. And like I said, that was on purpose because this was about you seeing certain things about yourself, certain triggers, so you could heal them, so that you could learn to trust again. Okay, so you could learn to love again. That song, I hear it playing in my head. And so that you'll know this time around it's going to be safe for you to love. Okay. All right. Then we got open heart here. So this is what I feel like Spirit is saying that one of the things that connects you with this new person is that you both have an open heart, right? Or you're going to have one. Let's say that you're going to have one. You're working towards this. It says together you're unlocking new levels of intimacy because real love begins where the walls come down. So I feel like every sign has a thing they have to overcome. And for you, it is trusting, right? And being able to open yourself up. Because I don't feel like opening yourself up is a problem. I feel like it's the trust. Because see, we'll open up if we trust you. That's the thing people don't understand. Because they always say we got trust issues. And I'm like, yeah, because if you coming at us in a way that makes us have our hackles up, like the animal, like when they sense something and they show, like they show you in the movies and somebody's hair stand on end, they have goose flesh and shit. If you give us that feeling, hell no, we not going to fucking open up to your ass, right? That's what people don't understand. They don't realize how intuitive we are. Cause I keep telling you, people keep saying it's Pisces. It's not fucking Pisces. Scorpio, we are the most intuitive motherfucking sign there is. Cause we go deep. And we don't fuck around, okay? So I'm saying all of this to say that you know what it takes for you to open up. And I feel like that's where this person's going to be different because they're going to give you the emotional safety that nobody else ever gave you for you to be able to do it. And you're just going to want to do it. I don't even feel like it's going to be a thing. You know how some people be like, oh, I got to beat against your walls. And why do I have to make you? Ain't going to be no making in here. Because you, like I said, you already going to feel some kind of way about this person when y'all first come together. Those of you that don't know who your person is, right? And then once you come together with this person, it's like the more you know about them, the more you get to know them and stuff like that, the more you're going to come to care for them and eventually love them. Okay? All right. So when it comes to what do they find intriguing about you? It says, here's where they find you intriguing. It could be the way you hold back a little or that they have or that they sense you have a deeper story. So we got the World showing up here. The World talks about overcoming personal challenges. I told you this person has watched a lot of how you've progressed, okay? Because they've been watching you for a while. Some of these people have loved you for a while, okay? Because it was love at first sight for a lot of your people. And so I feel like with the World card, this person has seen you go from things being all fucked up in a connection, maybe, faking it, or just come out of connection where you were faking it with this fucking imbecile here. And you have worked on yourself progressively over time. You've overcome certain personal challenges, and you're now opening up new doors and opportunities for yourself, and you're shutting down the closing out the old cycles. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. And I'm looking at the B's on this card. Hold on. I want to look that up. I want to see what that is, why that's there. And I hear the second time around. So that spirit telling you the second time around is going to be the second time around. You got to step into a connection with somebody that's going to be your chosen family. Y'all might have fur babies when y'all come together, a little family of fur babies, with kids, with or without kids. It's going to be different for everybody. And then we got good karma. Spirit is telling you and your person, your good karma is what is making this occur. All the times you've gone above and beyond for people. You've been ride or die. You've had their back. You hadn't played games, but people have played games with you. Spirit is telling you, you're about to get all that back. I keep telling y'all, it ain't always going to come back from the person that you give it to. Sometimes it comes back from other people. Okay. Then we got make a move here. It says swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now's the time to make it. Waiting won't align you. Action will. So Spirit is telling you, when the time comes, you're going to have to trust, and you're going to have to realize it's safe for you to love, and you're going to have to make a move. I ain't telling you got to jump in with both feet, but you're going to have to let this person know that you have feelings for them just like they do for you. Okay. Cause this is the one you don't want to fuck up, Scorpio. Okay. All right. So then we got, I said the B's on here. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on. Cause I want to know why this is showing up. Okay, I'm going to look it up while we waiting on that to come up. Then I'm going to go to the last card. So the last card is the King of Pentacles. Earth sign is someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is talking about your person's hopes for the future. It says this card looks at what they're hoping for with you, from a close friendship to something more serious. So this person wants you to be their life partner, and they want to be yours. That's what this is telling me. Okay, hold on. It's just, like I said, it's in there slow. Hold on. Okay, so let's clarify. Like I said, this person they know you're their life partner. They want to be yours. Okay. Here we go with the old person again with the fake profile thing. This could be talking about your new person watching you. Okay. This is going to be a connection where you and this person are securely attached, right? It says no push pull, no guessing games. This is what it feels like to be loved by someone emotionally available, consistent, and attuned. Okay. So this person's going to be your everything, right? You are my everything. You are everything. Oh, and everything is you. I don't feel like singing today, but they making me fucking sing. So excuse me if I'm hitting the bad notes. Then we have wrong reasons here, right? So you got this old person still trying to come into your energy for the wrong damn reasons, trying to do dirty shit, right? So it says validation, safety, timing, status. What is this relationship really built on? If it's not love, it won't last. So Spirit is telling y'all this for those of you that may run across this and you still got your eye on the dusty and crusty for whatever reason. No judgment, that's you. But I keep telling y'all, if you get into this connection, go back to this old person. Look, I hear that thing from, from The Color Purple. Where it say, till you do right by me, Spirit is telling you, if you don't do right by yourself, everything you think about is going to fail. Everything you think about is going to crumble. That's what I hear. That's what they telling me. So Those of you that's thinking about going back to that old person, if you do that, you're going to be stripped of everything. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? Then we got rushing things showing up here. So it says rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Okay, hold on. I want to see. See, because that's why I keep telling y'all, you got hurdles that you have to jump first before you can get into a connection with somebody. And so, you don't need to be going into something with somebody and trying to rush shit, because you got to learn how to set your boundaries. I'm clarifying it. And we got the boundaries card. It says you got to learn how to say no. You got to learn how to draw the line, and you have to know when to say enough is enough to this old person and to this new person. Because that's what part of it too. You saying that's what part of it is too. When you going back, when this old person comes back into your life and you got to tell them some shit. That's what part of it is as well. Is you setting your boundaries no matter what. If you got a problem with the person, or even if you love the person. So Spirit is saying, what you gonna do when this other motherfucker come in who been trying to step on your toes? How you gonna set your boundaries, right? And then when the new person that you got feelings for them, you feeling them, they feeling you, and you gotta assert yourself. You have to set your boundaries, or you're gonna be able to do that then. I keep telling y'all, everything about this connection, everything about this collective is a test, okay? I don't know where these dang bugs are coming from. Karmic, because we talk about these karmic motherfuckers, not the new person, but the old person. Hold on. So it says symbolism of bees. Spirit is telling me to look this up. Let me see, because I usually don't do this. This ain't it. Hold on. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, we're going to keep on pushing while we waiting on this to load up. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Because I got to bring out these cards and let Spirit tell you what they want to tell you. Okay. Okay, we got the addiction card, okay? The addiction card says you're either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. So this could be codependency. It could actually be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be, alcohol is a drug too, but you know what I mean. It could be food. It could be, anything that's taking up too much of your time. For some of y'all, it says too busy. It says you use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. So if you got any type of addictions, if you do or not. If there's something that you do, you might overwork. Okay. It's just everybody got their thing, right? You're spending too much money shopping. A lot of different addictions. You got to work on that because your person is working on their shit. Okay. And then you have to stop using you being too busy because, when the time comes, Spirit is telling you, you got to be ready to make the move. And I ain't saying you got to clear out every single thing you got going on in your life. I ain't telling you that. But you have to make space for this person, just like this person has to make space for you. Your person is very busy as well. But I keep telling you, they're always going to have time for you. They're always going to make time for you. And you have to return that and do the same thing for them. Okay? All right, hold on. Let me see this one now. What is it saying? Okay, it says from a spiritual perspective, the hive symbolizes the interconnectedness of all beings, emphasizing that our contributions to the whole can lead to shared success and fulfillment. Bees remind us that no task is too small when performed for the greater good, and that harmony comes from mutual respect, cooperation, and unified intentions, right? So I feel like it's talking about both you and your person coming together with a common goal, right? To have this healthy relationship with each other, and you willing to do whatever it is you need to do to carry your weight in the connection, and your person doing the same thing. Okay. All right. Well, see, this reading ended up being way longer than it would have been if I had given you, but I wasn't going to put that other shit up because it was fucked up. Okay. Because I ain't going to do that, especially to y'all. I ain't going to do that. Come on. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Let's get the message from your person and see what they want to say. I had to give y'all a little bit more. because you had to wait a little longer for your video because it was fucked up, because the other one was fucked up. Okay. So we got, thank you for teaching me what real love is. I hear it again. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Okay. Then we got, there's only you in my mind and in my heart. Okay. And I hear the Platter song. Only you. That's it. That's all I'm going to sing. And we got, I want you to be happy, even if that means being without me. So it's like I told you, this person really cares about you, because that's how you know. Somebody who is being selfless because of you, because of the feelings they have for you, then that lets you know that they really truly, love you. And it's not, they just, because I'm sure they want you to themselves. I'm not saying that they don't, but, they're willing to, I guess, sacrifice whatever if they had to. I'm sure that's not what they would want, but I feel like that's what that message is talking about. Okay, so we got laughter. You and this person are going to have a lot of good times together. It says the laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no coat could ever. So you and this person are going to warm each other's spirit, right? And then it says getting to know each other. I said, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. I don't know why it's like, you don't want to sing, I'll make you sing. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. That's how I'm going to say it like that. So it says, enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. Okay. And then look, Spirit is telling you, have faith, trust and believe. Look, can't make it up. There's a trust again. Trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. I hear the second time around, the old song. It says, don't let fear or doubt interfere. Trust the divine. You got to know your spiritual team got your damn back. They've been here with you the whole fucking time, rocking with you the whole time here, whether you realize they were there or not. That's what Spirit is trying to get you to understand. And that they here and they got your back. Okay? All right. All right. I hear, I'll be sure. Gotta get out on your own, girl. That's what I hear that old song. I don't know why they playing all these songs in my head, but it's for somebody. So this was your message, Scorpio. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, a good rest of your week, and a good weekend. And I will talk to y'all soon. I love the hell out of y'all. Okay? Just hang in there. Okay, don't let nobody talk no fucking shit and do no bullshit to you here. All right, I love y'all, and I will see y'all Sunday for the live or whenever we see each other again. Okay, all right, bye.